Hi guys, this is Nell. I want to talk a little bit about the inspiration behind this piece. If you know me personally, or if you follow me in social media and stuff, you will probably realize that I'm a huge Elon Musk fan. The best thing that we have since Thomas Alva Edison. Not my words, Neil deGrasse Tyson's words, and actually just my words. I said this years before, but of course I have to throw in there that an actual astrophysicist say these words, because if Neil says them,
Oh my god, stop your cultist church.
and stuff like that. Okay, rant apart. Here's the thing, I'm a huge fan of this guy, and when he was questioned how come he could come up with all these cutting edge ideas for companies, he said that right at the very beginning, when he was young, he asked himself, okay, what are the most important things that mankind should be focusing now to make the future better? So, as an illustrator, I made myself the same question. What are the things that the world needs right now that I could do in terms of illustration? And obviously the answer was yet another Bowsette, and jumping into the bandwagon, everybody's jumping in right now. Woo! So here is my attempt of Bowsette, and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm not really a video game player anymore. The last time that I played Smash Brothers, I came last, and it was 2 years ago, and it was really frustrating because I'm a terrible loser. I don't know how to keep my chill. That's a fault of character that I should work on, which I choose to work on by avoiding playing video games for the rest of my life, and it's working. So, yeah. Talking a little bit about jumping into bandwagons and everything. Sometimes you as an artist can have this sort of struggle internally because you are supposed to be liked for your original ideas. You're not supposed to leech on the success of the other IPs, which kind of like is what happens with FanArt in a sense. But yeah, I don't really subscribe to that idea. I think that you are free to do whatever makes you happy, and if it makes you happy and it's not harming anyone, it's valid field. So yeah, I mean, this kind of like makes me happy. I wanted to try it. Before, I made a crossover between two animes that marked my childhood, which was Sailor Moon and Saint Seiya. When I was a child, of course in elementary school, those two animes were really heavy, and as a kid you were deeply invested into them. Also Dragon Ball, I think. So I took the Sailor Scouts and made them Knights of the Zodiac from Saint Seiya, and took the Saint Seiya main characters and made them Sailor Scouts. It was a lot of fun. It brought me a lot of joy to make them. When I put them out there, people who grew up in my country was bananas. I mean, it was like, oh my god. It received a little bit of backlash. People who kind of like thought that this was part of the transgender movement or something. Everybody becomes a tranny or something, and that was not the idea at all. But well, it's like, it's okay. I mean, if the movement finds it useful and enjoy it, I mean, be my guest. I mean, I just made it for fun. I really didn't have an agenda with it. I like to paint, and I like to express myself, and okay, here's the thing. This kind of like ties a little bit to the topic that I was talking the previous time lapse that I upload about wanting to be internet famous. When you're an artist and you want to be internet famous, you want to get clicks. And of course, doing a fan art is a kind of like guaranteed way to get at least the likes and the attention of the people who is already fan of the IP you are making a fan art of. And well, I'm a little bit against that, against doing fan art for the sake of exposure. I'm completely supportive of doing fan art because you want to do fan art, and at the moment you stop yourself on the tracks of something you want to do, and you think, oh, this is going to be criticized, and I'm going to be looked down as somebody who wants to get cheap clicks. That also kind of like defeats the purpose of doing whatever you want to do, So yeah, I mean, if you want to do things that are original and comes from your creative mind, or you want to do a fan art just because fuck you, that's why, and I want to do it, and if everybody loves it or no one takes a look at it, that's great. I mean, you do you, and you have fun with it, and I definitely had fun with this Bowsette. And I'm not even a fan of the franchise. I'm kind of like just jumping into, hey, everybody's doing this. Oh yeah, me too. Woo! So yeah, it's a sort of Me Too thing, which is funny because I was heavily criticizing the Me Too thing, not the movement exactly, but this phenomena I have seen happening in women as well. Has nothing to do with the Me Too hashtag that has to do with sexual assault. That's a completely different topic. This has more to do with this tendency that I have seen that happens among women. Check this hypothetical scenario. You are a girl, okay? You decide to dye your hair green, alright? And there is this girl who is dating a guy you dated 6 months ago. You are completely over this guy. This guy is obviously completely over you because he's dating this new girl. So you dye your hair green, she also dyes her hair green. You say, oh, I'm going to Las Vegas, and she books a vacation on Las Vegas. And then you say, oh, I went to volunteer to this puppy shelter. And then you see pictures on social media of her volunteering in a shelter, and it's like, well, I don't know. I have seen this phenomena happening in a lot of ways like that, and it kind of like puzzles me. I mean, obviously it's a competition. Obviously this girl is kind of like wanting to demonstrate to this guy. I think this is the rationale behind, because I actually don't get it. I mean, why? What's the point? But the way it comes across to me, the way that I figure out that it works, is they are trying to demonstrate to this guy that they can be just as good or better. So it's like, okay, you are upgrading on me. Your ex, everything that she does, I can do better. I think this is the motto, but I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, she already did it first. You're already number 2. And yeah, maybe you can improve over it, but at the end of the day, it's like she is setting the trend and you're a follower. I don't think that is going to make you appear better. That's my way of rating it. Not sure. Maybe it works. I mean, if it wouldn't, people wouldn't do it, I guess. Or does it work? If you are a guy and the girl that you are dating is copycatting everything that the girl you fancied in the past, I mean, does this work? I would really love to know. I'm really curious about this trend. Okay, well, I think this is it for Bowsette. Thank you for listening to my ramblings, and have a great day. Bye.